180.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
What's up?
49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Oh, you get on the head.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Even. 4 down. Even.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. To throw is gone. And got him in. It's Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's got room. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big run there by Gurley. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Now gone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Alert 3. Alert 3. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon. 97 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And that's only the 3rd time in NFL history we've had a run of exactly 97 yards into the end zone. So we're witnessing a little bit of history right there, partner.
And what makes it that much more impressive for me is that if you're on defense, you're expecting them to run the ball. They're on their own 3-yard line. Not many people risking throwing it. So you expect them to do exactly what they did, yet it still breaks for 97 yards. That's a long way.
And some quick research. The other two, 2014 Lamar Miller, and the other
I know the other one.
Okay.
That's 1939. Andy Urim. I was there. Oh, no, I wasn't.
You weren't there. You were almost there. You were a baby at that point. Yeah, 1939. Wow. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
180. Load it. Hey, Delta. Cluster.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Load it. Load it. Behind. Wait, 89.
3rd and long for Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here's Natson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Oh, 48-yard. Good field position.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Try to run with that. Hell no. Go to the 2-minute one. That's when you go to the 2-minute one. You're running out of the same.
180. 49. You gonna see me in your number.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This is caught. It's caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
What are you going to, man?
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 22, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The best offensive lines I know, they hang together and they don't really make a distinction. The right side of this offensive line, they may ask for a raid.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Yeah, like you can't catch him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Come on, man.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Now Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Keep playing hard.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I should have looked at the coverage because I knew that was that blitz. Like, come on, man. You talk about other people. You run the same shit people run online. Yeah. Over these niggas got number 2 speed. Gurley. And Melvin.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. You. Left, right. Check left. Orange 5-4.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's get it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Single. 26 Mike. You want this.
Left.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Rivers on first down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Good.
From the gun, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10.
Check, wait! Q. 0. Hey, Delta!
Check the backer.
Red! Tackle. Hey, 79! Hey, Rocket, click!
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch out, watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Stay there. Stay there. Black 11.
I'm coming.
Buffalo 1. Buffalo 1.
50 yards, come on. 50.
Hey, easy. Easy. 12. 12. 12.
Here we go again.
To throw is Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clay Matthews picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Nigga butt nigga too. No one hell you can get to that ball. Should have seen that good. I ain't should have seen that good, bro. He still took a long ass line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Gotta be this. Got to be this.
Turn 80. Wait, 89.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Do.
Check. Buffalo 1.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Take that.
380.
He's back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
That shit piss you off. Lose the game off of damn animation pick. I didn't even get the jump.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was cut also by the defense. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Touchdown, he break the run. Touchdown, come on, man, quit that bullshit, yo. That shit, that'll piss me off. He ain't good, man. Trash. Fucking trash.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
Almost. Real true. Hell no. Ain't no damn best in the damn chat. Get your ass out of here. You barely won. 13-11. You barely won. Come on. Be for real. You barely fucking won.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asked my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you.
Damn talking.
I'm up. I can't spend a day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set 180.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, Delta! Get on!
First down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
They gave him that trash.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hold on.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
At the 50-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the 50, it's gone. This one to the left to Higbee. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Henderson going to run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Take it away.
So out come the Chargers. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
390! 390! We own it! We own it! Alpha! Check 43! Check! Rush in!
Give to the brother of JJ. This is Derek Watt. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
The fullback from the give me some more yards.
Black 15!
You need
White!
Hey,
go orange. Orange. Red Delta! Keep it skinny. Watch twins. Check.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Safety. I swear, they give a nigga what they want to give you, man. In this fucking game.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
We're going to try to play this shit. Try to run. A short pass. So he's throwing the gun to the flex.
180!
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, If you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They are going for it. Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Now it's Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And shedding the tackle and now some room. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
That shit pissed me off, man. Look at that bullshit ass safety. Then the catch. Then the damn stiff arm. Come on, man.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Strip that ball.
I'm going to tell myself. That was good.
Take four, take four.
From the 41, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Pretty smarter, man. Double tap.
And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
I should have just threw it away. What line? Keep backing up. You're going to pay for it.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Check. Fresno. Maverick. Hey, 76.
On first down, it's gone. He's got Higbee complete right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
It don't take no skill at all. No skill. It's already overpowered. He's trying to abuse the stiff one.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Broke 3 tackles. Come on, man.
Here goes the line. 180. Watch the flat.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Yeah, this is going to be caught.
They're going to let Gurley catch that shit. Come on, man.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Linebacker right up on this nigga, man. He still catch the ball. That bullshit,
now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go. Do it.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Boy, they need to quit that shit there, boy. That shit there, they gave you. Boy, I swear, boy.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Not good at all.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Matt saved you the last one. 7-13.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Saved him in the last 2 games. Last game and this game. All of a sudden, the whole defensive line get a block shed. And get a safety.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun, Goff. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Probably kick me, whatever his fucking name is. That bullshit.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
That could have been for a big game if I would have just waited.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 3rd down, Rivers. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
This has been high point, man. Ain't happening, nothing.
Cut. 20.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
God damn, you did all this just to go back to the bullshit-ass play.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This will be taken to the back of the end.